You're saying all this and you're saying all that. You're saying what you say when you're laying down tracks. I listen to this and I listen to that, but I don't listen anymore, cause you ain't saying nothing. You're saying all this and you're saying all that. You're saying what you say when you're laying down tracks. I listen to this and I listen to that, but I don't listen anymore, cause you ain't saying nothing.
In it to win it and you thinking I lost one, but you should really tell me where your chain and your watch from. Talk about the streets that you and your team run. Tell me how you living, the triple beam dream, son. Please tell me how I'm about to get clapped up. You treat me like Rihanna, I'm about to get slapped up. Hustle so hard like I'm fucking with Mack trucks. Whole gang of goons but never calling for backup. Now please tell me how you coming to get some. Playing Big Willie when you saying you're wet one. Now you hold the burner that will put me to rest, son. I Jay-Z your threats and it's on to the next one. So come with it, I ain't scared of no gun talk. 40 cal 5K, watching my tongue walk. You unrealistic and as sharp as a dough fork. Flow like Van Damme, real talk is a blood sport.
You're saying all this and you're saying all that. You're saying what you say when you're laying down tracks. I listen to this and I listen to that, but I don't listen anymore, cause you ain't saying nothing. You're saying all this and you're saying all that. You're saying what you say when you're laying down tracks. I listen to this and I listen to that, but I don't listen anymore, cause you ain't saying nothing. You're saying all this and you're saying all that. You're saying what you say when you're laying down tracks. I listen to this and I listen to that, but I don't listen anymore, cause you ain't saying nothing.
Welcome everybody to the second edition of RWA Hype for the 2013. I am your host, Clem Cadillhopper, and whoa, before we get the action underway, the Hollywood Balls have just dragged out a body bag, and it appears one of the tag team championship belts.
Well, it's a very interesting conundrum here that we have, and if anyone's paying attention at home, that's the first time that I said interesting. Please take a shot. The Mouth Mike Mifflin game is on and in full effect.
Cipriano Abruzzi resorting back to his old ways, formerly known as the Brooklyn Body Snatcher.
And Tom Billington is all over the student body to start off this match.
It would appear we have a handicap match for the tag team champions.
What is up with the pain on his face, though?
I think he's been tunneling through some holes or underground in basements or in. I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
He looks like Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
Very, very nice reference right there.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
And I suggest just a spoonful of sugar will help that foot go down the throat of Nick Varsity.
Very nice. Obviously, Clem Cadillhopper has seen Mary Poppins once or twice in his lifetime.
I was actually an extra in the movie.
Really? Well, considering that it was made in 1974, I believe.
Let's not get too far out of this here. We have a match going on. I don't know if you've noticed.
Referee Aaron Gore all over the action. Tom Billington really looking possessed at this point.
He's going to have to fight this alone. I don't know if I like his chances here.
Well, he is laying waste to Nick Varsity as we speak. Nick Varsity, obviously one half of the tag team known as the Student Body. This is for the RWA Tag Team Championship. Oh, and there's a big hard forearm to the back of the head of Nick Varsity. Nick Varsity down. Tom Billington rolling him over. 1, 2, and...
Despite being outnumbered here, Billington holding his own against Student Body, former tag team champions in their own right.
Well, Tom Billington used to holding his own, certainly.
A shortcut to the eyes there. Varsity finding his way out of a tough predicament, I suppose you could say. Rather than tagging out now, he's going to try his luck with Billington, scooting him up to the top rope. And he's following him up now.
What is he looking to do? Oh, and Tom Billington rakes the eyes.
You know, he could have been going for that power slam off the second rope. I've seen him do it before.
A frog splash.
Connor in to break it up. Trademark move of his tag team partner, or maybe at this time it would be better to say former tag team partner, because it seemed to me that the body of Sean Leader has now been disposed of.
Well, I mean, Cipriano Abruzzi certainly known to dispose of a body from time to time.
Part of his Italian heritage, I suppose.
You see Mr. Hunter there on the outside trying to have some words of wisdom.
Connor through the curtain here.
Where is Tom Billington going? He has him by the ear. You don't see that very much, not since the days of Mike Tyson or Vander Holyfield do you see something like that.
Well, as being a previous dinner guest in the Connor household, I've seen his mother do that to him a time or two when he did not clear his plate and wash the dishes.
Well, Mrs. Connor is certainly a wonderful woman.
Not one to be messed with.
Certainly not.
It may be early bedtime here tonight for Connor.
Well, he needs to go through his studies and he needs to brush his hair 300 times one direction, 300 times the other direction.
That's a little bit overboard.
Well, you know, Marsha Brady says it's the right thing to do, so that's what we're going to do here today.
Well, Marsha.
Beautiful suplex by Tom Billington. Not something that you normally see out of Tom Billington is a move such as a suplex.
Usually a more unorthodox style.
Oh, and a cutter out of nowhere. That might be night time for... Oh, Jack Connor gets his foot on the rope. Referee Aaron Gore must have seen that out of his peripheral vision. He was not in good position to see that foot on the rope. And that looks like a double nipple twist. You don't see that very often either. That's happened to T. Phoenix once or twice, and now he goes up to the face.
Varsity of no service to his tag team partner right now. He's still recuperating on the outside.
This is very much a change for Tom Billington, putting his hands on another person other than himself. And Tom Billington certainly has the weight advantage in this match. Look at this. Oh, setting him up in a camel clutch.
Center of the ring, really nowhere to go for Connor.
There's a headbutt to the back of the head.
I don't know if I agree with letting him out of that hold. He had him right where he wanted him, but tried the pinfall and unsuccessful. You hear Billington talking a little bit of smack right there, saying classes in session. Not one for words is Billington.
There's a hard clothesline.
That only may infuriate him even more. Shoulder up.
Ooh, there's a hard strike from Jack Connor. There's another hard strike.
Sends him off.
Tom Billington stops himself there, gives Jack Connor the kick. What is this?
Looks like Connor reversed it and came down. No, maybe not. I think he caught a knee to the groin.
Wow, that's not. Oh, Nick Varsity coming in the ring. Oh, Tom Billington going right after him. What is this? Setting him up in a
package pile driver. Seen this before. Dropped Connor right on his head.
Jack Connor certainly looking the worse for wear.
He needs a tag, but yet no one for Billington to tag, so he's going to have to muster up that little bit extra. Maybe not. Varsity putting a stop to that. Should be relatively easy for Connor to roll over and make a tag at this point. fact, does make the tag to varsity.
Tom Billington looking for the tag in his corner. No one to be found.
Forgetting where he is. Forgetting what's happening. Varsity breaking the rules right here, but he does have until 5.
He has to fix that nice schoolboy haircut that he has. Fantastic Sam's did a wonderful job on that hair. He's doing the push-ups now.
While applying the choke, no less. Barely gets the shoulder up right there. Saw it on the far side of the screen, just barely.
Nick Varsity with some forearms there as a punch. Tom Billington not looking happy about that.
Seemingly having no effect here.
There's a slap to the mouth, the European uppercut. Make it 2.
Mounting a comeback is Billington. Big push kick. Scissor style. Has Varsity down here. Billington looking around.
Boy, he's screaming now.
Nobody home there.
Rips him up. What is this? They might be going for their spring break.
Indeed they are.
And that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. Academic, as they say. And there's a 3 count. The new RWA Tag Team Champions, the student body, winning in a handicap match. Mr. Hunter must be so proud of his boys.
Well, it shouldn't come as much of a surprise being a 2-on-1 type scenario. Student body once again RWA Tag Team Champions.
Tom Billington certainly not used to the 2-on-1 scenario in any sense of the word.
Well, student body receives their Tag Team Championship, and no doubt the celebration is on tonight. Plenty of milk and cookies for everybody. We have more great action still to come, including JT Dunn versus Tommy Trainwreck. And there you see the Hollywood Balls. They're very proud of this situation. No doubt they look to get their hands on student body and finish what is left of the Epidemic.